Guys, today I'm going to be going over your STAAR review homework stuff. It's only 15 questions and I'll try to explain it as best as I can. So this one's talking about the temperature in order from coldest to warmest. I know the colder the temperature is, the lower it is, and the warmer the temperature will be, the higher the actual number. So in this case, we're going from least to greatest. I know for a fact that 0 can't be our smallest number if we have negative numbers, and so it can't be D. I also know 0 can't be our highest number if we have 8. And so that's why it's not going to be either A or D. So now we're stuck between B or C. In order for us to really understand this, we need to remember that having numbers is kind of like negative numbers. The bigger the actual number, the smaller it's going to be. For example, say I have negative 10. That's going to be the smallest number compared to negative 5. Because if I owe someone $10, I have less money than if I owed someone $5. And so that's why, technically speaking, negative 10 should come first and negative 5 should come next. And so think about it like a mirror, I guess. So if this is negative 5, this would be positive 5. If this is negative 10, this would be positive 10. And then so on and so forth. Now we have which expression has a value of negative 22. So if I have negative 22, I need to do 8 minus negative 3 plus 33 divided by negative 3. I know because of the order of operations, I need to do 33 divided by negative 3 first, which is negative 11. And then I need to do same, change. So now it's 8 plus 3, which is 11. And 11 plus negative 11 is 0. Now we have this one. We have negative 3 plus negative 2 minus negative 8 minus 1. So we're going to be doing this first, which is negative 5 minus negative 8 minus 1. Same, change again, or, add the opposite. Either way, we have negative 5 plus 8, which is positive 3. Last but not least, we have 3 minus 1, which is 2. We have negative 6 times 2 minus negative 15. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12 minus negative 15. Add the opposite. Your answer should be 3. So far, none of these are negative 22, except for this last one. We have negative 5 times 2, which is negative 10, minus 12. Same, change, so the answer is negative 22. For this one, you could have done it two ways. You could have either multiplied straight across and been like, 2/3 times 3/4 equals 6 over 12, which is equal to 1 over 2. Another way you could have done it is by basically kind of saying, okay, this is my recipe. I have 2/3 of a cup of butter. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm going to be using less than this. By the way, if we're using less than this, it can't be F and it can't be G, because these are both greater than 2/3. But I'm using 3/4 of the recipe, which means I should color 3/4 of, the amount that I need. So that means I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 12 pieces, which is also half of the cup of butter. Now we have the window washer cleaning 38 windows in 2 hours. So we got windows and hours. So we have 38 windows, 2 hours. So in 7 hours, how many will she clean? So we need to cross multiply and then divide. 38 times 7, 8 times 7 is 56. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 5 is 26. You have 266 divided by 2, which will be 133 windows. So now it talks about a meteorologist and how they received 95 hundredths inches of rain. 95 hundredths is equal to 95 hundredths, which if you simplify, you can divide the top by 5 and the bottom by 5, and you'll get 19 over 20. When you simplify, I would recommend that you try to divide by either 2, 3, 5, or 7, because those will be numbers that are the most common. Sometimes you might get 11, but usually it's these 3. Now we have a warehouse floor that has 6,615 feet, and we're changing it from feet to yards. I know that 1 yard equals 3 feet, and we have 6,615 feet. So basically we cross multiply and divide, but let's think about this real quick. We know that this is more than this. That means there's no way it can be G, and there's no way it can be H. So immediately you have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. But I don't like guessing, so if I divide, wow, look, oops, oh my gosh. We should have 2,205 yards as our answer. Now we have customers at an ice cream shop who took a survey. Wow, look, it's a percent. Maybe we should make a percent proportion. So we know the percent is over 100. And we're looking for the total. So we have 144 over the total is equal to 45 over 100. If we cross multiply and divide, we have 144 times 100 divided by 45. Really quick, I know that this is only the part. So there's no way that our part is going to be bigger than our whole. That's why B and C are wrong. But I divided, you should have gotten 320 as your answer. Now we have this one. Rachel has $6 and then started to save $1 each week. That means the first week she had, $6. Sorry. Before she started, she had $6. The first week she saved $1, so she has 7. The second week she saved another $1, so she'll have 8. And the third week she saved another $1, so she'll have 9. So our answer should be A. This one says Beatrice ran 1 mile the first week, and then 1 mile each week after that. This does not match with their graph, so it can't be B. This one also kind of makes sense. James read 0 books in 6 months and started to read 1 book each week. While this would have been perfect, it says 6 months and it goes to a week. And that is why C can't be our answer, because our labels won't be consistent. Last but not least, this one says Marion has 6 times the number of toy trains that Tony has. If Tony had 0, Marion would have 0. If Tony has 1, Tony would have 6. Marion would have 6. And then Tony had 2, Marion would have 12. So immediately, it doesn't make sense. So that's why our answer is A. Halfway done, guys. Leon wrote an expression that's equivalent to this. Which expression could be the one that Leon wrote? Sorry, I'm taking a couple seconds. I actually haven't done this one yet, so it might take a couple seconds. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 times 2 is 36. This one says 11 plus 6, which is not equal to 30. 30 plus 6. Okay, so the reason why this one won't make sense is because, as you can see, I tried to start to do it out of order, and that was my bad. This says 5 times 6 plus 2 times 3 divided by 3 times 2 times 2. Because of the order of operations, we have to go from left to right, whichever comes first. So this would be 30 plus 6 divided by 3 times 2 times 2. 6 divided by 3 is... Sorry. 6 divided by 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. And this is 4 times 2, which is 8. And so this is 30 plus 8. 30 plus 8 will not be the same thing as 36 divided by 12. That's why it can't be C. So B is 3 times 3, which is 9. And 9 times 4, which is 36. But the problem here is that after that, it says 36 divided by 4 times 3. 36 divided by 4 is 9 times 3, which is 27. 27 is, again, not equal to 36 divided by 12. Same thing here. This has 36 divided by 3, which is 12, times 4. Not going to be the same thing as this. So guys, even though these kind of had the right idea at first, you have to remember that parentheses matter, okay? You can't just take them out and put them in wherever you want. Because if you don't put your parentheses in the correct place, even though you might have the right numbers to make the correct answer, you won't have the same answer once you do the order of operations. Now we have this one. We have 30 divided by 3 plus x. Order matters. You can't just flip it whenever you feel like it. But whenever you add or when you multiply, you can flip the order and it won't really matter. Because 2 plus 3 is the same thing as 3 plus 2. Again, this person just rearranged the whole thing, so it can't be it. And then I think this person tried to distribute, but didn't do very well. So your answer should have been G. Now we have a playground at a park that looks like a trapezoid. So immediately I know to look at my star chart that says area of a trapezoid is equal to half of the base 1 plus base 2 times height. Base 1 is 68. Base 2 is 36. My height is 30. But Miss Yoon, you may ask, what about the 34? What about the 34? It's meaningless. That's just there to trick you up. So we add this together and it should be 104. And then you can totally multiply 104 times 5/10, or you can just do 104 divided by 2. Either way, you should have gotten 57 times 30. I messed up somewhere. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 52.
Hello, Julian from the North.
And so we have, it's okay. And so we have B as our answer. Because 104 divided by 2 is not 57, it's 52. And so now we have this problem. It says Holly bought a magazine subscription for a year. And then as you can see, there's a model. And we're trying to figure out what the price of the subscription is for each month. So what we need to do is basically figure out how much it's going to cost each month. We can do this without any math because we know the total is $29. That means 1 month can't be $39. Same thing here. If 1 month is $324, there's no way that the whole year will be $27. Also, same thing here. If this was a monthly cost, your whole year can't be $27. However, if you didn't think it through like that, and you had the equation, it would look something like this. Because 12 P's are equal to 27. You do the opposite of dividing, which is, you do the opposite of multiplying by 12, which is dividing by 12 on both sides. And then you do 27 divided by 12. And don't forget your decimal. You should have gotten $2.25, which is, hey, what we got. Now it talks about graphing a point G and how point H is 5 units away. So either be 5 units away this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 units away this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units away this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 5 units away this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully one of these matches with these 4 dots. Remember guys, we have to go left and right before we go up and down. You have to walk to the elevator before you can ride the elevator. So let's look at -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not 5 units away from G. It's actually like 2 units, or sorry. Yeah, it's not 5 units away from G. It's like 2. So it can't be A. Now we're doing -9 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, not anywhere on those 4 dots. We have 1 and 3, and hey, what do you know? And then if you had -4 and 1, or sorry, -4 and -1, you'd have been so close, but you'd only be 4 units away from G, not 5. These are our last 2. We have a dot plot, and it shows the number of games won. As soon as you do this, I'm not even going to do anything. I'm going to write down my numbers. I have 1, 2, 3 zeros. I have 1, 2 ones. I have 1, 2, 3 threes. I have 1, 2, 3 fours. I have no 5s. I have 2 6s. I have 3 7s. I have 2 8s. I have 1 9, and I have 1 10. Let's find the median. So to find the median, you have to be really careful as you squish in the numbers. And I'm stuck between 2 numbers. 4 plus 4 is 8. Divided by 2 is 4. So my median right here should be 4. That means I can cross off letter H and letter J. I'm finding the median of the bottom half now. Again, I'm stuck between 2 numbers, so I'm going to add them together. 3 plus 1 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. This is my Q1. Now I'm going to find the median of the top half. 7 plus 7 is 7, or 7 plus 7 is 14, divided by 2 is 7. So my Q3 is 7. Remember, the IQR is Q3 minus Q1. In this case, it's going to be 7 minus 2, which is 5. Last one. We got 6th graders. We're talking about, what graph best represents the data. I'm going to make proportions for these because I think that that's the best. So I know that my part is going to be 44 for that reading at least. And I actually don't know the whole. So to find that out, we need to add them together. That way we can find out how many students total were interviewed. And I think it's 220. And then percent over 100. So 44 times 100 is 4,400. Divided by 220 will be like 20%. So reading should be 20%. So immediately, can't be A, can't be B, probably C, and can't be D. Another thing you could have asked yourself is that, let's be honest, music should be our biggest number because music is 66 people. So that means it can't be A. And then I guess we couldn't really estimate C or D. But still, if we eliminate one, that gives us a 33% chance of getting it right if we randomly guess. So that's the review. It's not too bad, I hope. Just, guys, study, try your best before you go to school. Make sure you eat a healthy breakfast, sleep well, and, we believe in you. We prepared you this whole year for this test, and I believe that you'll do well. But if you have any questions, please let me know, and good luck studying.